With the aid of friends, they purchased the lot at the corner of 18th and White Streets at a cost of $3,800. As the new year of 1908 dawned, contracts were let for the construction of a new church. The congregation itself was incorporated on March 2nd, 1908, as a lot was purchased for the church. By September, the basement was already being constructed. The early members of St. Matthew were asked to make commitments to the new church by making pledges for their contributions. The document reads, "The undersigned bind themselves to pay the following subscriptions within 6 months toward the erection of St. Matthew's Lutheran Church." The members of the church subscribed $7,000, and during 1908 the sum of $5,000 was paid in. Everything was moving forward. Pastor Lutz was officially called as pastor of St. Matthew in 1909, and the cornerstone was laid on March 21st, 1909. These are the only known photos of the laying of the cornerstone.
This is a picture of William and Ida Nank on their 50th wedding anniversary. Grandpa helped build St. Matthew's Church, and some of his brothers also helped to think that they could start from nothing and end up with such a beautiful church. I think Grandpa would be real proud to think that we can still say, you know, we are William's heirs at St. Matthew's. And I think that would make him very, very proud. In June, Harold Grassley was the first child baptized. In the church basement, of course. A baptismal font was donated by his parents as a gift to the church. The Weekly Times-Journal of Dubuque, July 8th, 1909.
At 10 o'clock on the morning of July 11th, will occur the crowning event in the great effort which has been made during the past year by the followers of Reverend Henry Lutz to build a church wherein they might bring their children up in those doctrines which they believe to be the true exemplification of the Lutheran faith. On the morning in question will occur the dedication of St. Matthew's Lutheran Church at the corner of 18th and White Streets, and come as a fitting climax to one of the great church wars which has ever been waged in this city. It is altogether fitting and proper that the new church should be dedicated to the service of the Christ at this particular time, for it was just about 2 years ago Reverend Lutz and his followers, those faithful men and women who loved him and had adhered to him through the entire contest, were left without a church, without property, and without funds.
Our friends throughout the city very generously assisted us in the hour of our trials and gave us financial assistance when it was most needed. We owe a great deal of gratitude to them, and we feel that we can never fully show our appreciation of the interest in our church and the practical aid at the time when it was most needed.
Music has always been a big part of the life at St. Matthew, even in the earliest days. Pauline Lutz was the first organist, receiving a salary of $25 for the entire year. She also served as the church's first choir director. The initial reed organ used by the congregation was donated by Father Renier. The first church group, the Ladies' Aid, was organized on August 18, 1907, with 62 members in its first year. By fall, the Ladies' Aid was organizing its first picnic social. Another early program of the church was the start of confirmation classes.
We were confirmed in German, imagine.
Oh, really?
We had to teach our folks the English, and they taught us German. But it was really interesting to have the German, you know. Mm-hmm. Just like when I go in church now, there's a I could tell you the windows in the church, because I didn't go to church to watch what people were wearing, if they had a new hat on or something. No, I didn't know that. So that picture that was near the pulpit. You know, it shows Jesus. He's there and has a little child on his lap and one standing. And he looks down to him and he said in German, "Lasset die Kindlein zu mir kommen und wehret ihnen nicht, denn solcher ist das Reich Gottes." And I'd always say that in my mind. And then in English it is, "Let the little children come unto me and don't harm them, for they are in the kingdom of God."